Guys, deluded, I'm back again. Thank you for watching and sticking with me. Now, you guys know I love you football. I love you football of all clubs. I mean, I've watched some good games actually since the season started. I mean, Arsenal versus City in the 6-5. West Ham obviously had a good game against Manchester City's under 23s. Chong looks to be starting off very well for United. I like you football in it. It's clear in it. But specific to Arsenal, I think Saka could have a similar rise to Maitland Niles. I'm not talking in regards to position. What I mean by that is, if I look back at what I was seeing from Maitland Niles, he's always been a standout. But there was one season, to put context on it, it was a year, whatever year Wilshere, well, it's going to sound funny, but whichever year Wilshere was nursing himself back from injury and he played against Stoke, and I believe Iwobi scored a hat-trick. It was that year Iwobi was moving mad for the under-23s, innit? And Mavididi was on the pitch. It was at the Emirates. And Maitland Niles was playing fullback. And he just looked a class above everyone. It didn't matter if he's playing in midfield, on the wing, at fullback. He just looked a class above everybody. Not because he's got 10,000 skills. There's something about him that's calm, that resonated with you. He's calm and all of these sort of things. And you know when you just look at a man and they look like they're ready for this. Then obviously you saw him go to Ipswich Town at 17 years of age on loan. He came back last couple of seasons, really and truly had to bide his time, was on the cross with the first team, had to be very patient. And now ultimately he's there. Last season he made the most strides and now he's fully there at 21 years of age. Happy belated birthday, my guy. So yeah, Saka is 16. I believe his rise can be similar to that because I really feel his development could be accelerated. Am I talking about putting him in first team now, putting unrealistic expectations on a man and doing all them wild things that comes with being a young, good footballer in today's day and age with social media? I'm not calling for that. I just really think he could be accelerated. I mean, the man was doing dirt last year as a schoolboy. I'm so sure he played under 23s as a schoolboy a couple of times last year. But under 18s, one of the standouts in the FA Youth Cup, was always had a class above him. I mean, you saw his goal. I'm so sure he scored 2 against United. Was it United's under 23s or under 18s? One of them away at their place. He was a cut above everybody. If you saw him at the under 17s championship, the same. And he's already starring for the under-23s, more or less. And this is his first year as a full-time scholar. He turned 17 in September. He's still very young, but similar to Emil Rose-Smith, I feel he could be accelerated and possibly this time like next year makes his debut. Hopefully it's this year, but I like him. I don't know where he's going to play. Again, similar to Maitland Niles, he can do a job at fullback, at left and right back, which you've seen at both at Arsenal youth level and England youth level. Clearly, the man's better in midfield, I wouldn't say he's better because he's competent at fullback and he could even have a future there. But he's better on the flanks. He's not really. He's blessed with tech. He can beat a man. He's very skillful, but he's not like a Mahrez, if you get what I'm saying, people. But he can beat a man. For me, what I like about him, he constantly looks like he's one of the most mature there. He's got a calm head in front of goal. Even if you saw his goals against Leicester, his 2 against Leicester, he's got a real calm head in front of goal. Real calmness to get his head up. Most youngsters don't have that, essentially, people. I really, really like him, man. I really think his growth could be like Maitland Niles. He just for me, he's just on top of what I've just said about being mature and calm. He's just very consistent. He plays again. I have to say again, he plays with a maturity, man. There's just something really likable about young Saka, man. And like I said, he's 16. He's a first-year scholar. You need to be easy with him, and this very much might not happen. But I am seeing similarities, not between the way he plays and Maitland Niles, but in terms of we've got a kid that eventually is going to play for us at first team level. I really do believe that. If he doesn't, I'll hold my hands up. I mean, I'm not scared of being wrong, my guys. You know this, but he's quality, man. He's quality. I do think he is one. Emery, if he's still here or here this season, needs to keep an eye on. I don't think Trey Coyle's featured this year. I don't know if he's still injured or whatnot, but I hope he gets fit and firing because his year when he was still a schoolboy playing for the under-18s, he was on something, and I do think he's got potential to possibly get in the first team, as does Amici. But Saka's probably the one I love the most, man. There's something about him, man. There's just something about him. He's very consistent. He never gives up. He's I wouldn't say he's very strong. You look at his frame and think you can move him up. He's not that. I mean, I looked into his heritage and he's of Ghanaian descent, so it all makes sense, man. He's been eating them real power man foods and the yam and all them, so you can't move him. The core is mad. Credit to him, man. I love seeing young players like that, and he really excites me, man. I think he could be a serious player for me anyways, man. Yeah, he turned 17 this September, so I'd like to think I'd be something be seriously wrong if he doesn't sign a pro deal the minute he turns 17. But we'll see what happens. Arsenal's a special club in that regards. So we'll see, man. But he's someone I do believe's got a bag of potential, man. And more often than not, he's one of the star performers. I don't care for hype and saying all these mad things about the guy. I want to leave him, let him develop. But I've got high hopes for him. Hopefully he stays injury free and fit. Hopefully he keeps going. And for me, he looks like, I don't know him in it, but he looks like he's got a very good attitude. That's what will take you a long way as well. Not only in football, in life. But there's nothing more to say on this front, man. Saka, keep balling, man. I think you've got a big future in the game, to be fair. Guys, deluded, get in the comments, subscribe and do the rest, man. I'm out.